A new poll from the Angus Reid Institute is painting a picture of the Canadian commute, and it turns out that cycling is the third most popular way to get from A to B in our country. 7% of those surveyed said they hop on their bike multiple times a week. More than double that number take transit, and the rest drive. Even those who don't bike don't seem to mind bike lanes, 65% saying they're a good thing. But drill down into the local numbers, and here's a stat that stands out. 37% of Calgarians say this city has too many dedicated bike paths. That's more than twice the national average. Does it have something to do with the fact that Calgary has undergone a big expansion in its pathway system, adding a new dedicated cycle track through its downtown? Well, Aaron Collins hopped on his bike in hopes of finding out.
On a sunny summer day, Calgary's new cycle track is rolling, cutting right through downtown. It's part of the largest urban pathway and bikeway network in North America. Well, Tom Babin knows this track well, a new path that the author and local bike blogger says has thousands more people cycling in the heart of Canada's oil and gas capital.
You get what you build for. So if you make it safe for cyclists, people will ride their bikes. If all you do is build for cars, people are only going to take their cars.
The key to the track's success, making cycling safer in the inner city.
The vast majority of people want to ride a bike more often, especially for transportation, but they don't feel safe.
Right.
And so the intention of on-street separate bike infrastructure is to make it safe. Not only make it safe, but also offer the perception of safety.
That seems to be working. Bike collisions are down in the 3 years since the cycle track went in. Still, not everyone is a fan. For some, all those bikes have been bad for business. George Condon's menswear store is right along the new cycle track. He says the track replaced parking spots and cost him business.
Since the program has been in now, which is exactly 3 years, I would probably say it's had an effect of about 25% of my sales.
One of Condon's biggest complaints, the paths and his store are pretty much empty in the winter.
I think the city of Calgary is definitely more of a driving vehicle city.
Back on his bike, Tom Babin says that could be changing. This is Canada, man. Does it make sense to be trying to bike year-round in Canada? Does that make sense? I know you literally wrote the book on this.
Yeah, you're asking the right guy, yeah. Yeah, I ride year-round. I've been doing it for years. The number of cyclists in winter, yeah, it's smaller, but it's also growing proportionately. So as the total number of people on bikes grows, the number of people riding in winter grows.
A big shift, but an important one, according to Babin. He says that as more cyclists use bike paths, collisions for bikes and cars go down, making Canada's roads safer for everyone. Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.
Coming up, how sluggish sales are forcing Calgary retailers to up their game.